Let's see here. I just wanted to tell everybody, vote China. I mean, vote America. Hey, Pang. Hey, J Pang. It's Joe. It's Joe. How you doing? How you doing, J Pang? It's Joe. Yeah. I just wanted to tell you, America is ready to pucker up, Buttercup. Excuse me, Mr. G Ping. It's Bob Iger from Disney. Yes. I know I'm not British, but I'm talking that way. Yes. I just wanted to tell you, everyone at Disney is ready to pucker up. Hey guys, you know what? It's Loki from Mornings of Mischief. And this public service announcement goes out to Joe and Bob. And my question for both of you is, what does China's ass taste like? Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
You know, I've been from one side of this fandom to the other. In all that time, I have seen a lot of things. Above all that, there is one thing I am absolutely certain of. I am the villain of this story. You know what time it is, Valhalla? Holy shit, did someone call ICE? It's Lori Roberts. Good morning, Lori. How are you doing? Dead Man Walking 55. Lori Roberts, Keely Chow, Roll Tide, Keely Roll Tide. Kayla D, good morning. Chris Persian, Mark the Infinitely Tired, the Bash Brother Wrenches are here. Good morning, Purple Valkyrie. Good morning, Trinoculus B. Project Storytime. Pat S. Andrew Broadbent, you asked and you shall receive, sir. Psychodorf 9. Good morning, brother. How are you doing? Catman D.D. Myers, Speaker for the Dead. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Gun Bunny. Good morning, Gun Buddy. Snorta Poopus Cuber. Good morning, and Skull Brother. How are you doing? Good morning, everybody. I hope you all are doing great this morning. Adega Outlaw, the Doctor of Disaster and Destruction, is here. Ladies and gentlemen, Colin P. Smith. Good morning, everyone. And we have got a $2 super chat from Psycho9. Disney needs new knee pads. It's not just Disney. It's not just Disney. I'll tell you what I said at the beginning of the show isn't far off. Hi, everybody. I'm Sleepy Joe, and I kiss China's ass. Hi, everybody. I'm Bob Iger, and I kiss more of China's ass. How you doing, Jinping? We're doing great. We are on a quest to see how quickly we can get this stream demonetized if we haven't already got it demonetized. So, good morning. Please share this stream out. Hit that like button because we are on a quest this morning to get this stream demonetized. I know it's going to happen. I knew as soon as I was going to bring up the CCP that it was going to happen. I knew by bringing up Hollyweird and politics and the CCPD that it was definitely going to happen, that they were going to strike this video down with great vengeance and furious anger because everybody wants to kiss China's ass. So fuck it. Let's burn it down this morning with some hellfire and damnation, because what would it be if it wasn't a Monday morning on Mornings of Mischief, and we didn't burn some shit down? And this is from the Hollywood Reporter. In the run-up to Chloe Zhao's historic Best Director win for Nomadland at the 93rd Oscars, Disney began tiptoeing around potential landmines with regards to China, the director's home country and the studio's most important international market. You guys are going to fucking love this, because Disney has been kissing so much China ass. It's not even funny. And when you look at the numbers, it will show you why they've been kissing China's ass. But before we get there, I just want to make something clear. Back when Endgame came out, y'all remember when Endgame came out? Throw a 1 in chat if you remember when Endgame came out. And thank you so much, Pat S., for liking and sharing. Thank you. We're going to see how quickly we can get demonetized this morning. And GoGo13, a.k.a. Brandon the Infinite Wolf, with a $5 super chat. Duck the CCP. Duck Biden. Buck them all. Thank you so very much, Brandon Wolf, for that $5 super chat. There's a shitload of ones in chat. Of course, everybody remembers when Endgame came out. Of course they do. And one of the things Disney did was take 60% of the house take. You see, back then, studios weren't doing that. Fox wasn't doing that. Paramount wasn't doing that. MGM wasn't doing that. But Disney, mind you, was taking 60% of the house take. Every theater for the first 3 weeks was pumping out 60% to Disney to show that fucking movie, while everybody else was shooting around 25 to 30. There's a reason why theaters make money on concessions, not movies. There's a reason why you pay almost $10 for a bucket of fucking popcorn when you go to the movies. And that's because they don't make shit. And Disney was doubling what they took. Disney was doubling what the other studios were taking. But you know what they were doing? They were doing 25% in China. They were doing 25% in China because they bow down and take it from the rear end from China. By God, whole nother market. We might as well do everything they want. Please note in your ongoing coverage of Nomadland that Chloe Zhao is a Chinese filmmaker, an executive for Disney-owned Searchlight, emailed members of the Hollywood press on March 4th. You may accurately refer to her as Chinese or a Chinese national, not a Chinese American. Not a Chinese American. A number of news outlets, including the New York Times, had mistakenly referred to Zhao as Asian American. But the bluntness and blanket nature of the proviso was conspicuous, as it would turn out Disney had abundant reason to be concerned over how the provenance and perceived allegiance of its rising star director, who's also helming the studio's forthcoming $200 million Marvel tentpole, The Eternals, were being portrayed to the world. Why? Wait till you see what she says. Wait till you see what she says about China. But Disney had to make that clear. You have to refer to her as a Chinese filmmaker or a Chinese national. For months, the studio had been making clandestine efforts to avoid agitating the Chinese Communist Party, the CCPD. Let's see how many times I can say that before I get demonetized. When it came to Zhao, who was born and raised in Beijing but attended high school in London and Los Angeles and college in Massachusetts and New York, the simple fact that she now lives in Oja, California, was certain to irk the CCP and provoke China's notorious internet ultranationalists, whose MO is to aggressively scrutinize any Chinese artist who achieves significant success in the West, searching for hints of disloyalty to the motherland. To the motherland. Sources say that in late 2020, a Searchlight publicist persuaded the small New York Post-based Filmmaker magazine to remove a quote from a 2013 Zhao profile in which the budding, I don't know what that, auteur explained the inspiration for her first feature film, Songs My Brother Taught Me, about a Native American teenager looking for escape from the tough conditions of South Dakota's Pine Ridge Indian Reservation. It goes back to when I was a teenager in China, being in a place where there are lies everywhere. You felt like you were never going to be able to get out. A lot of info I received when I was younger was not true, and I became very rebellious towards my family and my background. I went to England suddenly and relearned my history. Studying political science in a liberal arts college was a way for me to figure out what is real. Arm yourself with information and then challenge that too. So why was Disney under the gun to make sure people referred to her as a Chinese national or a Chinese filmmaker? In most contexts, Zhao's remarks, an ambitious young artist reflecting on the memories of teenage angst and rebellion that inform her work, would be innocuous. If it weren't already de rigueur for the American film industry, Disney's behavior would be a scandal. The United States' most iconic media brand going out of its way to preemptively aid an authoritarian government in censoring an artist's interview with an American media outlet. Whose side is Disney on? Whose side is Disney on? It's not on our side. It's not on the theater side here in America, where they're charging them to death, so they have to charge us to death just to get a fucking popcorn and a drink. But they'll go over to the other side. and they'll give them 25%. They'll give them 25%. Sure as shit isn't happening here. The American people fucking made Disney. But no, go off to China. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Go off to China. But as it turned out, the studio's efforts were for naught, while its risk assessment was indeed accurate. While the quote has been removed from the filmmaker's website, archived versions were unearthed in China shortly after Zhao's Best Director win at the Golden Globes, setting off a social media backlash that prompted Chinese authorities to cancel the local release of Nomadland in April and expunge most mentions of Zhao from the internet. They erased her. And this is who Disney's backing. They erased her. And this is who Disney is backing. Mexican Iron Man with $4.99 super chat. Question: what about Mexican representation? What about my motherland? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. My motherland sucks and needs to wall. if all the talk about the CCPD didn't get me canceled already, it would have been that. Thank you so very much for that super chat, Mexican Iron Man. The controversy reached its zenith with the Oscars being fully censored in China. It's not like they weren't fully censored here. No one gives a shit about the Oscars here. Just as a homegrown hero was capturing the film world's biggest prize. While Zhao has a great many admirers in the Chinese film industry and among local movie buffs, her achievement nearly doesn't exist to the 1.4 billion people living within China's internet firewall. The prospect of an Eternals release in China is murky. It's not going to happen. The CCTV China Movie Channel recently aired the U.S. release dates for a number of upcoming films, but omitted Eternals, as well as Marvel's Shang-Chi and The Legend of the Ten Rings. Of course they did, because Disney's bending over to kiss China's ass again, and they're not going to have it. Insiders say Chinese regulators were equally upset by the Oscars norm in the short doc category for Do Not Split, which chronicles the 2019-20 protests in Hong Kong against encroaching Chinese authority. The case of the missing quote and its abject failure as a minor conspiracy in the annals of studio whatever is indicative of the dense thicket of sensitivities that U.S. media companies must navigate as they attempt to maintain their enormous business interests in China. Hollywood has sold the fuck out. It's not woke. It's sold the fuck out. They have sold out. They have sold you out. They tell you, consume, like all of our stuff, consume all of our stuff, and go to all of our stuff. While they're getting the whip from their masters in China. And Psychodorf9 with a $5 super chat. Ain't it funny how cancel cult zealots and Marxists sound the same? Thank you so very much for that $5 super chat, Psychodorf9. You guys keep the fires burning bright. All of you, thank you. Psychodorf9, Mexican Iron Man, Golgo13, aka Brandon the Infinite Wolf. Thank you guys so very much for those super chats. Skol! As the U.S. film sector emerges from the coof pandemic, not to mention the last administration and its aggressive trade war, the Hollywood-China relationship is at a crossroads. U.S. market share is on a downward trajectory as local fare is finding greater traction at the Middle Kingdom multi-complex than Hollywood imports. The Middle Kingdom? Are we talking about Georgia, ladies and gentlemen? In 2019, the last pre-pandemic year of business normalcy, the Hollywood studios' collective total revenue in China fell 2.7% compared to the previous year. The first such direct decline in a generation. Meanwhile, Hollywood is facing criticism stateside for bending over backwards without even getting her fucking reach around to appease the CCP. Amid a new climate of direct geopolitical rivalry with China, many analysts believe the U.S. studios will be lucky if they can retain the foothold they once had there, let alone make any meaningful progress toward expanding market across. They never were going to. They were never going to get that in China. Any promise of that was horseshit. Any promise of that was horseshit. And Rebecca Early, holy shit, thank you, Rebecca, with a $20 super sticker. And it is a samurai Yorkie swinging a number 1 flag. Thank you. Shibi Inu, whatever. Dancing back and forth with the number 1 flag. Thank you so very much, Rebecca Early. You guys keep the fires burning bright in Valhalla. Skol!
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my.
And a Dega Outlaw with a $4.99 super chat. As it's 60 million starved to death, 10 million organs harvested, and 1 billion enslaved is enough for Disney. It's not. It's not. It's absolutely positively not. And it never will be. For decades, For decades, there's been the promise of cooperation with the West across all sectors trying to enter the Chinese economy. But it's never happened with any sort of security. Of course it's not, because they'll just cut you off. You can't rely on it. That's why someone was fighting. Safety or confidence for the investors? Of course not. At the same time that Hollywood's foothold in the Chinese market appears to be slipping, the reputational risks associated with the realities of doing business there are rapidly on the rise. Oh no. And we've done pissed off all of our people at home. Oh no, and we've done pissed off all of our people at home. We've been kissing China's ass and doing whatever they ask us to and pissing off our own audiences. But just a tip for the cause, Loki. Thank you so very much, Derek McManus, for that $2 super chat. And let's check our monetization. Let's check. Oh, and it's yellow. That's what I thought was going to happen. The CCP on the lookout going, nope, Loki, it's not going to stay monetized. Of course. Same time that Hollywood's foothold in the Chinese market appears to be slipping, the reputational risks associated with the realities of doing business there are rapidly on the rise. While U.S. companies are increasingly taking principled stands on social issues ranging from voter disenfranchisement in Georgia to cases of police brutality, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I am a thin blue line guy. Hollywood has remained mum when it comes to Chinese human rights issues. Of course they have. Because if they say anything, they're canceled. See, Hollywood folk, they like to cancel people, y'all. They like to go in and they be like, you know what, Vernon? We done had enough of you. You're done. See, Hollywood likes to do that. They like to go in and they like to say, well, you're done, boy. You're done. You ain't doing nothing in this town ever again. But they know. One wrong word out of their fucking mouths, and it's sorry, Hollywood. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't do that. So sorry, Hollywood. You are done, and that's it. You're done. Instead of us doing business with China and that leading to China being more free, what has happened is that China has bought our silence with their money. Right there is why I'm reading this video by THR. Right there. What has happened is that China has bought their silence with money. Hollywood has been bought and paid for. That is where we are at. They have been bought and paid for. $2 super chat from Golago13, aka Brandon the Infinite Wolf. Judgment passed. Shot to the head is in order. An Heiress of Chaos with $3 super sticker, and it says Shimu Imu rubbing his cheeks. Thank you so very much, Adega Outlaw, Brandon the Infinite Wolf, and Heiress of Chaos. You guys keep the fires burning bright in Valhalla. Skol! And Derek McManus, I did not mean to forget you, brother. How could I forget? Just a tip for the cause, Loki. Thank you so very much, Derek McManus. You guys keep the fires burning bright in Valhalla. Skol!
Long live the fighters!
Send Loki canned goods, black socks, and silver dimes to his P.O. box. Thank you so much, Pat S. Oh, shit. They bought their silence with their money. All the while, even the most outspoken celebrities have said nothing about the brutal crackdown on pro-democracy protests in Hong Kong or the forced internment of over 1 million of China's minority Muslims in the province of Xinjiang. Not to mention that's where the coup started. I'm sorry, Hollywood Reporter. You're probably not going to like the fact that I said that, but that's where the coup started, was in China. And we all know it. No matter how much denying it you do, that's where it started. You might not want to talk about that yet. Might be another year or two before you guys get to the point where you're like, oh, let's talk about where the coup really started. Okay, but you all know that's where it started. Despite routine tongue lashings from U.S. politicians of both parties, so far the studios appear to have calculated that they have much more to lose by crossing China's red lines and speaking out on such issues. Why? Because China owns fucking Disney. That's the way it is. China owns Disney. Essentially, they risk giving up their entire China business in an instant. After all, China can giveth and China can take away. Beginning in October 2019, the NBA, the most popular and profitable U.S. sporting league in China by far, was banned from broadcast in the country for a full year after the Houston Rockets general manager, Daryl Morey, put out a single 7-word tweet voicing support for Hong Kong's pro-democracy movement. Fight for freedom. Stand with Hong Kong. This is what you get. This is what you get. Oh, like our decision, you're gone. You're gone. And that's it. That's the end of you. You're not there anymore. Why? Because they don't want you to be. They don't want you to be there in the first place. They're the ones taking advantage of you. Not you the one taking advantage of them. And Hollywood doesn't get that. Because Hollywood has been taking advantage of people for the last 80 fucking years. That's life in Hollywood. That's the way it is. Ah, yes, brightest day. Yes. Cancelable Chinese accent. I've already been demonetized this morning. I knew that was going to happen. I saw that coming. And Chris Persia with a $10 Canadian super chat. Hollywood saw China made $1.8 billion in ticket sales in February. However, 95% of all tickets sold are for locally made movies. Disney kneeled, and all they will have to show for it are grass stains. They're willing to live off the crumbs they get in China. They're willing to live off the crumbs they make in China. Larry with $2 super chat. Hail and skull, Loki. Horn, take your hat off, boy. Thank you, Chris Persia and Larry. Thank you both so very much for those two super chats. You guys keep the fires burning bright in Valhalla. Skull!
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
That's a dollar bill. And Trinoculus P with a $5 super chat. Rest in peace, Dr. Li Wenlang, whistleblower, Wuhan Lab for Biology, who died after emergency treatment at a hospital in Wuhan. He tried to warn the world. And now he doesn't exist. I shit you not. Look it up. Now he doesn't exist. They will not acknowledge his existence. It was breaking news almost 2 years ago when all this shit started. And now it's like the guy doesn't even exist. Mexican Iron Man with the $9.99 super chat. YouTube blocked my above message, but was supposed to be a super chat. Read up. They blocked your message. I don't see it. Mexican Iron Man. Text me it. I'll read it. Send me a message. DM me, brother. I'll read it. Because I don't see it. I don't see anything from you for a while, Mexican Iron Man. Not anything I can scroll back and read. All right. History also documents as fact that in addition to COVID-19, way back when, it was also China that was source of bubonic plague, which hit the merchant shipping lanes and devastated European commerce. I did not know that. I did not know that. There it is. Oh, shit, man. It is not updated. Trinoculus, yeah. So thank you so very much, Trinoculus P and Mexican Iron Man. You guys keep the fires burning bright in Valhalla. Skull!
Pray heaven, and let's slit the dogs of war.
And yes, Hamlet's Tragedy 89. I remember the media tried to make it seem like everyone blamed China for eating bats, making people seem dumb. The fact that the virus broke out near the facility had nothing to do with it. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. The press has been over. Hollywood has been over. Fucking America has been over. Who else is going to bend over? What's next? They going to come and take our kids? What's next? What crazy ass thing's going to happen next that people are just going to ignore? I'm waiting. I am waiting. Because this shit up here, that's not a joke. Hey, Joe, I got a question for you. Hey, Iger, I got a question for you. What does Jinping's ass taste like? Because I know y'all been kissing it. What does his ass taste like? Unfucking believable. And why? Why? And yeah, I know this stream isn't going anywhere. This will never be groundbreaking. This will never be like, oh my God, Loki, you got so many views. I'm not looking for that. I just want the truth. I knew that when I set this up last night. I knew exactly what was going to happen. Demonetized, hidden, never to be seen by mortal man because, yeah. Oh, yeah. Excuse me, Mr. Jinping. How far down on my knees do you want me to go? Yes? How far down on my knees? Lower than the president. Oh, you want me to kiss the scrot? Okay, I can do that. Disney will kiss the scrot of China. Yeah. And Darth Aster, the $1.49 super sticker, and it is a Doomacorn. Thank you so very much, Darth Aster, for that Doomacorn. Tried 4 times, even changed spelling of China. Yeah. Would not go through. Of course not. They're going to keep this down. They're going to keep this silent. They're going to keep this quiet because it makes them all look bad. They've all been kissing ass. And they don't want the world to know that they've been kissing ass, but we all know. We all know. Yeah. Kissing that ass. How y'all doing? I'm kissing that ass. So we're gonna switch over here, and we are going to go to something I want to talk about real quick that we kind of already covered with China, but here we go. For those of you joining us, yes, we are trying to get demonetized. Well, we already got demonetized. So Hollywood media turns on Disney, exposes their China agenda by John F. Trent over at Bounding in the Comics. The Hollywood Reporter, the article we just read, might be sensing a shift in the tide as they readily exposed Disney's China agenda, a very lengthy article discussing the relationship between Hollywood and China. Of course, we already went over that. Of course, this is the director that we were talking about, Chloe Zhao. And Disney executive emailed, please note in your ongoing coverage of Nomadland that Chloe Zhao is a Chinese filmmaker. You must say Chinese filmmaker. Our agreement when we licked the taint of China was that we would refer to her as a Chinese filmmaker. So you must do this. The executive added, you may accurately refer to her as Chinese or a Chinese national. Yeah. There it is. Hello, Hollywood. And a $5 super chat from Brandon Wolf, a.k.a. GoGo13. They all not just kissing it, they've been eating it too. Sick some bitches. Duck them all. I love that. Thank you so very much, Brandon Wolf, for that $5 super chat. Thank you, Darth Aster, for that Doom Accord. And thank you, Mexican Iron Man, that $9.99 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. Skol! Hey, I'm only in one episode, but I'm here. How y'all doing? So you felt like you were never going to be able to get out. A lot of info I received when I was younger was not true. Of course, we went over that already. And of course, the CCPP banned the Oscars due to Zhao's comments. Not only did they ban the Oscars, they also scrubbed Zhao's victory from Chinese social media websites and the Chinese-controlled internet. Two state media reports told the Wall Street Journal that they had received orders from China's propaganda ministry not to report on Miss Zhao's victory. Two state media reporters told the Wall Street Journal, don't report on it. Because of public opinion, don't report on it. If you do, I guess you'll be the next to be banned. Hamlet Strategy 89 with the $2 Canadian super chat. Thanks for the hard work, Lord Loki. Thank you for being here, Hamlet Strategy 89. You guys keep the fires burning bright in Valhalla. Thank you, sir. It's not just the Oscars where Zhao is facing backlash. The report from Variety that's out. Yes, we got that already. Okay. Not only would they lose possibly over $100 million grossing film, but Disney also has to cater to China because of their park business. This is what I was trying to get to. THR claims Disney never weighed in on Hong Kong nor the substance of the situation in Xinjiang. But if it had, precedence dictates that the lights inside the Magic Kingdom at its vastly larger and more lucrative Shanghai Disney Resort would have gone dark instantly. Isn't that interesting? Disney puts up billions of dollars to make a park in Shanghai. Disney pays all its bills. Disney does what it does, but they live under the constant threat that China will just turn the lights off. Cut power to Disneyland. Done. Over. But as THR notes, that is the risk that comes with cooperating with the communist Chinese. In fact, Disney is probably lucky they still have parks under their control that are located in China. And the Chinese haven't just taken them. China shut down all broadcasting of NBA games for a year. Yes, we did that already. The Ministry of Radio, Film, and Television issued a memo that stated, in order to protect Chinese national overall interest, it has been decided that all business cooperation with these three companies to be ceased temporarily, without exception: Disney, MGM, Columbia, TriStar. We looked at that already. But by 1998, then Disney CEO Michael Eisner apologized for the creation of the film and said, the bad news is that the film was made. The good news is that nobody watched it. He added, here I want to apologize. In the future, we should prevent this sort of thing which insults our friends from happening. And does anybody remember this movie, Raya and the Last Dragon? Did anybody watch that? Anybody see that? Captain Spire with a $2 super chat. I'm strangely comfortable with Disney shutting down. Yes, absolutely. Na, 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 na. Oh, hell yeah. Goodbye. Thank you so very much, Captain Spire, for that $2 super chat. And thank you, Hamlet Strategy, for that $2 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright in Valhalla. Skol! Have a great day, Eris of Chaos. Thank you so much for popping in. Thank you all for popping in. You guys keep this channel alive, and you guys keep me getting up every single morning, Monday through Friday, and coming back. Thank you. THR explains Beijing deployed its standard playbook for playing catch up in a high sophistication industry dominated by the West, movie industry. Crack open the door to the local market just wide enough to entice experienced foreign firms to enter into partnerships and joint ventures with local companies. Required in many sectors under Chinese law in exchange for market access, with the ultimate aim of facilitating rapid knowledge transfer to the Chinese side while limiting the foreign players' potential dominance. You will never get ahead selling out to China, and you're going to lose all your goodwill here, as Disney is learning over and over and over again. God, what an ugly fucking dragon. You fucks at Disney. What a fucking ugly dragon. Oh my God. You know what that screams? You know what that screams to me? Green titty fucking soy milk. Raised on green titty fucking soy milk. It's clear Disney is sold out to communist China. They publicly thanked the CCP-controlled authorities in Xinjiang, which have been implicated in the genocide of the Uyghur Muslims, as part of the credits in their recent live-action Mulan remake. Even Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige admits the upcoming Shang-Chi film caters to China. It's about having a foot in both worlds, in the North American world and in China, and Simu fits that quite well. Do you see? He admitted it. Kevin Feige admitted it. It's all about bending the knee there and telling the customers that have been loyal to you for fucking ever to fuck off. This is my problem with this. This is my fucking problem with this. They will tell each and every one of you to fuck off. They will point a finger at you and call you ists and obes and Yahtzees and all other kind of bullshit because you don't like the shit they're spewing out while they're licking the taint of China. And Purple Valkyrie, the 5-pound super chat. Thank you, Purple. You didn't have to do that. Stand tall, Loki, and keep telling the truth while Allah stands with you. Thank you so very much, Purple Valkyrie, and thank you so very much, Valhalla. You all keep these fires burning each and every day, Monday through Friday. Thank you guys so very much. Skull and a little toxic femininity. Mr. CCDB, definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Yes. Yes. Doing the same shit over and over and over again and expecting something different to happen. Absolutely. Psychodorp 9, Loki, look how the CCP treats their own citizens. Then there's everyone else. Oh, Lady Mist, why are you upset, Lady Mist? Lady Mist, let's turn that frown upside down. What's going on? Oh, now she's happy. She saw Conan. She's like, I'm happy now. I saw Conan. Do you smell what the mouse is cooking? It freaking stinks. Because they're pandering to China. It's all about pandering to China. They could give a shit less what you bought. They could give a shit less if you're lifelong Disney. They can give a shit less what you think. All they care about is money. You were dollars to them. That's all they care about. They don't care what your opinion is. They don't care what your political leaning is. They don't care if you think they should go back to the old way of doing things. Guess what? Cruella's a lesbian. They don't care. They don't give a shit. All they care about is that money coming in from China. And I guarantee you, she's not one there. They might do that here, but they will revoice her. Disney is so desperate to fill a booty. Fill a booty! In China, the huge movie hit, but they keep getting kicked in the balls by the CCP box office. Fun. Yes, fill a booty. Fun. And I want to give a big shout out. If you're out there listening, Rob, big shout out to Robert Pearson. Robert Pearson has been here since the very beginning, since I first started doing these shows. And Rob, brother, we all love you. Valhalla loves you, brother. Valhalla stands with you. And, if there's ever anything we can do for you, we will. So if you ever need anything, brother, we are here. We stand with Rob Pearson. And, brother, like I said, anything. You've been here since the very beginning, man. You've been here for us. And thank you, Rob. Purple Valkyrie says, love for Rob. Wheezy says, by the way, I got my sweatshirt. Hell yes. Hell yes, Darth Haster. Throw a 1 in chat for Rob Pearson. Throw a 1 in chat for Rob Pearson. Chris Persia. We love you guys. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Guys, we will be back tomorrow. I have no the hell idea what I'm going to talk about, but we're going to talk about something. We'll either be burning it down or we'll be laughing our asses off saying, fill a booty. Those of you who don't get that, I don't know, ask Valiant. Oh, shit. Everyone have a great rest of your day. We got Purple Valkyrie coming up later in a little over an hour. We're going to have Comic Book Roundtable tomorrow. I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about tomorrow morning, but we'll figure it out then. Everyone take care. Have a great day. Have a great Monday. And remember, Disney doesn't give a shit about you. Disney doesn't care about you. They just care about those dollars. And as long as they're getting hundreds of $1 million from China, they will crap all over you and not give a shit. Don't take it. Do not take it. Stand up and say, no, I will not consume all your crap because you treat us like crap. Everyone take care. Have a good one. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.